Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a review of these Danny Gatton model pickups by Joe Barden. They're great pickups. Though they're dual blade humbuckers, they are not high gain pickups like a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails, for example, which I have in another Telecaster and love. These are much more vintage sounding, both in output and general tone. To my ear, I would say they were more 60s style in sound than 50s, though I don't believe they're marketed to be of a particular vintage. They are, of all the pickups I have in all my guitars, the sound of these probably changes more with a height adjustment relative to the strings than any other, so keep that in mind if you decide to pick some up. They are of course known for being the pickups that the late great Danny Gatton, one of the greatest Telecaster players of all time, designed in conjunction with Joe Barden. And in slightly more recent times, Bruce Springsteen uses these pickups in pretty much every Telecaster he plays live now. They're noiseless, they sound great. They say in the description on the Joe Barden website, which I'm going to link below, that they're high fidelity, and I would definitely agree. And I want to say again, for the record, I was not provided with these. This is a review I just decided to do because I love these pickups and I want to share my thoughts on them. I paid full price. Actually, I think I paid full price for one and received one as a birthday gift several years ago. So they were not provided for the purposes of this review by any retailer or anything of that nature, and certainly not by Joe Barden. I have no connection with them. But I did want to share these with you, and for the purposes of comparison, I'll go through the guitar in the rig I'm going to be playing today. This started out life as a cheap Telecaster custom copy by a brand called Welch, but it was a great value for the money. I made a lot of modifications to it. These are compensated brass saddles I got from Stuart McDonald. This is a maple Warmoth neck with a rosewood fretboard, medium jumbo nickel frets, non-locking tuners that I added. No other changes to the electronics. So this would be, though they work great, the controls are all inexpensive electronics with no special modifications. So, and I believe, I've never known for sure, but looking at the grain, I believe the body of this guitar is either 3 pieces of alder or 3 pieces of poplar. But it's a great guitar, especially for no more than it cost. I believe the pickups probably cost, well, absolutely cost more than the guitar when it was new, because these are expensive pickups, but I do believe they're worth it. The rig I'm going to be going through today is a Fender Champion 600 tube amp, set on about 4.5 of 12 on the volume. It's got an 8-inch speaker for the overdrive sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the neck, do clean, overdrive, and distortion. I'm going to try to play similar, if not identical, licks and riffs for each sound of each pickup, so it can be a more direct comparison. I'm going to go neck, middle, then bridge. And the order I'm going to go through is clean, just no pedals, just the amp. And the amp has no EQ, no reverb, just 2 input channels and 2 volume controls. I'm going through the high channel. For the overdrive sounds, I'll be going through a JHS Mike Campbell signature overdrive. The EQ is all set to noon. For the distortion sounds, I'm going to be going through a JHS Angry Charlie with the EQs all set to noon. So clean, overdrive, distortion for the neck, then the middle, then the bridge. So with no further ado, illustrative of what these pickups can do in this very simple setting. I also want to say the guitar samples were recorded with the Shure SM57 microphone as well, going straight through a little preamp into my iPhone. So I would highly recommend checking these out. Again, they are expensive. These are not affordable pickups by any means, but you do get what you pay for. They're noiseless, they still have the vintage tone. They're a really clever design with the staggered dual blades. I mean, they're just wonderful. I know some people don't like the rail look and they want the traditional whole pieces look, but if you can get past that, or some people even prefer this, then there are no pickups I have personally played that I think are better for a vintage Telecaster tone with no noise than these. I have other pickups in my Telecasters that I love for different purposes, but for that sound, these are the best. And I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. I hope to have more gear reviews in the future, and have a great day.